Hello and welcome to FunBikes TV. My name is James and today we're going to do a technical help guide for the 49cc mini quad. Today we're going to be changing the brake pads on our 49cc mini quad. The first thing we need to do is to remove the caliper from the bike by undoing the two 5mm Allen key bolts which hold it onto the stub axle. Now that we've removed the caliper, we can then start to remove the brake cable from the caliper. Undo the 5mm Allen key bolt and then slide the brake cable out from underneath the washer and remove it from the caliper. We are now ready to split our caliper in half. Hold the caliper firmly in your hand and then using the 5 Allen key, undo the two bolts that hold it together. Fully remove the bolts, holding the top red section down as you do so, as it is sprung loaded. As you can see, we've got our two brake pads, the spring in the centre and half of the caliper, along with your Allen key bolts that secure it. This is a brand new caliper we've used for this video, so you can see the brake pads have plenty of life left in them by the wear line. Once this groove has worn down, you need to replace your brake pads. Here is a badly worn brake pad that is ready to be replaced, and you can see the difference in the groove life. So place the pad into the caliper, then position your spring. Make sure you put this in the correct way round. Then align the sections together, ready to bolt them back into position. It is sprung loaded with that spring in there, so it does try to jump out of position. It can be quite awkward to align at first, but as soon as you start to get the threads going in, everything will hold in position. Put the two bolts in loosely at first, don't tighten one side then the other, as this will make alignment a lot harder. Once you have both bolts in, tighten them both up fully. Bear in mind it's a cast caliper, so if you over tighten them you can rip the threads out, but nip them up firmly. Once you're happy that these are tight, you will then need to make sure the brake pads are retracting correctly. Now if we've placed our brake pads, we are ready to put the caliper back onto the vehicle. Again, for alignment, put both sides in loosely first before tightening one up. Once you have tightened up these bolts, you'll be ready to reattach the brake cable to the vehicle. Route your brake cable through the caliper, placing it underneath the washer on the adjoining bolt, taking the slack out of the cable and then tighten the bolt that holds the cable securely in place on the arm. Once you have finished this, you will need to make sure that your brake is set correctly and pulling equally to the opposite side of the quad. Links for all the parts mentioned in the video are listed in the description below or available at funbikes.co.uk. Many thanks for watching and let the fun begin.